Good evening to all our viewers on SpeedGaming 3, and welcome to the bracket stage of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2023 Spring Tournament. Random Percent brings you a matchup from the Lion Division, quarterfinals featuring MagicFriends versus Czardia. Moonrise and Phoenix here, and joining me on commentary from tonight, it's Matt Birds Unite, Alsoa. Welcome in.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm ready to stomach all the Matt you can throw at me tonight.
Well, we got to kind of see what our start location and such is, although there's already 2 clocks on the starting code, so that's a good sign.
So 2 times 60 is 120, and that means how much a large secret's going to be tonight?
And then 1 plus 2 is 3, so that means I'll find level 3 first.
Sounds good to me.
And we're going to start over in the East Forest with a boomerang. And there's a heart on the coast. That's already a good sign. Looks like we're going to start with Triforces 3 and 7 if it's first or shapes. That will be 2 and 8 if it's second quest.
Correct on all counts, also.
Oh, we have 0 HP enemies.
Oh, well, those blue linos go down to a boomerang. Yeah, that's a pretty strong indication.
Also, I believe we have shuffle drop groups because I want to say the first bomb dropper that's already killed there, that blue Lionel did not drop a bomb and drop the heart.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
And it looks like the book will be required to understand the old men in the sea. Now, that could mean nothing because we could have community hints, but just something to keep in mind. And we have the wood sword at the wood sword, but we do have extra candles.
Hey, nice stick. 1 minute and 9 seconds in for MagicFriends. First to find it.
So this is going to be the first of best of 3 for these 2 runners. Yeah, we have drop group shuffle. And no spot there, so we're definitely at least mixed. That 36 large secret means that we are not going to have vanilla shot prices. Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, so much for that 120 large secret right there, right, also?
If this is a second quest overworld, that's our only large secret.
Yeah, that's mediocre bucks. I don't even call that big bucks at this point. As Czardia will find his candle from a takeini near the northeast corner.
You probably can't even buy a candle for the price of the large secret. Hey, look, level 4.
Level 4 in the Western Potion Shop, as Czardia finds our white sword item. It's a heart container. That's heart shuffle on, I believe.
Yes! Which means we have item shuffle, and this seed just became fantastic. Also, this level 4 is not first quest. It could be second. It could be shapes. That's lovely when the BMOS just knocks you away from the wall.
Right before you put the bomb down. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Oh, there's second quest enemies. I think we have a second quest 4.
Letter D. Oh, this is going to be fun tonight.
It's going to have 3 items. Oh, there's wish robes.
I think level 3 is 3 items in this level is going to be probably the only piece of good news we're going to get for some time.
Hey, look at that. You can buy a candle for less than the large secret's worth today. So they start with the Triforces out of levels 2 and still 8, still 7 unless it's second quest. Hey, look, there's level 9. That's not a second quest 9.
Well, that's not a second quest item usually there. That's the bow for MagicFriends in 4, and that is a massive pickup early.
MagicFriends so far is on a pretty good pace. And we're definitely mixed overworld. Looks like our small secret's 13.
That 1Q5 rolling as a dungeon entrance that confirms not second quest. And yeah,
Right.
you're correct again. My goodness.
So at least out with the boomerang, the wood sword doesn't matter as much. Now this could be a stair room here for MagicFriends. It's not.
At the same time, let's note that permanent sword beams are in play tonight.
So with permanent sword beams in play, that's going to make... I mean, at this point, combat's probably not going to be the most difficult thing in the world. Okay, we definitely have a mixed quest, we just don't know where the money is. Oh, hey, a white sword and 4.
White sword, bow. That's if you can stomach the wizards, you get rewarded pretty handsomely here.
If silvers are in here, do you just start grabbing Triforces and leaving every dungeon you find?
Potentially. I mean, of course, a few heart containers never hurt anybody.
No. A few keys wouldn't hurt either, and MagicFriends is already up to 3 keys, which is pretty good for a second quest dungeon. Now, Czardia does have a candle. That's very important.
Oh, this could be a bit of a problem without a soul.
And with drop group shuffle, you're not guaranteed to get bombs off of them.
It is quite true, and probably one of the more irritating things about this so far. And
MagicFriends is in an NSU room, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, this looks very NSU-ish.
Electing to not start with any bomb walls just yet. Looks like he's going to now. Nothing.
13, 36, and 50 are our secrets here for this seed.
What a bunch of garbage secrets.
Well, 36 ain't bad.
Yeah, but when your large secret's 50, it's automatically garbage. It doesn't matter if you rolled 40 and 20 for the other two.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Now, Czardia is got to get to the sword, not necessarily from the standpoint of being able to kill things, but just it does allow you to kill certain things the boomerang can't, like most of your dungeon enemies in this scene. MagicFriends is going to leave level 4 at this point, not having a whole lot of bombs to work with.
Honestly, I can't blame him either. You've got 2 massive items. Time to just run
Go to 2.
Sure, why not?
Now, I expect that MagicFriends will check the Death Armos first and then come back for 2. Although, starting with the Triforce out of 2, it does give you valid reason to say, you know what, I don't need to dig this right now, especially getting a raft.
I mean, you've got a raft check, and we can, we might have firewood.
I don't really disagree with the decision not to dig 2 here, not necessarily from the standpoint of you don't have keys, but from the you don't have bombs standpoint. Because bombs generally are pretty important for second quest levels, and just except for like 3, 5, and 7. Well, we don't know what our back half is yet, other than we know it's not second quest. And the reason we know it's not a second quest is the starting location in level 9 is not a room in second quest 9.
You spotted that quicker than I could even react. That's wow.
Second quest money! That 150 secret is your only large secret for the seed.
Well, this sure as heck won't be an LOZ approved seed. That's for sure.
Now we just need the perfect trifecta of the double weight block. And a required wood arrow purchase. Hey, there's level 8. This could be first quest, this could be shapes. It's a little early to tell yet. This is where Czardia wants a sword.
Maybe it was fairly close to it as well.
Yeah, he's near the vanilla start. He might go look for a sword and come back. That does confirm, though, that we do have level 7's Triforce and not level 8's. MagicFriends is going to elect to go dig level 2. I like this play, actually. Level 2 is generally pretty small. Usually it's friendly enough on keys. But MagicFriends has... Well, no, you have to be able to bomb up there. So bombing up is the only way to get into this level 2. So MagicFriends is going to elect to leave without the bombs. Sorry, I had it back to level 8. This will also have 3 items in it.
Now the intrigue here is whether it's going to be paying off as handsomely as level 4 did.
Well, MagicFriends still has to go back to 4 at some point here during the seed to get the Who Do You What's It. Alright, Gamba. The Triforce.
Yeah, I was wondering what you meant by that other term that I'm not even going to try and repeat.
The Who Do You What's It?
Yeah, that.
Who Do You What's It?
All right. I'll just... All right.
I mean, it's either that or I just start doing math.
That might be better, at least for me. Can't promise anything for the viewers. Well, that power bracelet and Nate ain't that bad.
Not at all. So it is diminished a little bit by the potential for vanilla anyway. This level 6 is found for MagicFriends. Wait a minute. Hold on. We're not in second quest. Front half. We do have the Triforce for level 2. Sorry, level 3. It shapes!
Oh, that's a big... What is that shape?
This is why Second Quest 4 is great, because literally every level is Second Quest 4.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so, now that we know we're in shapes, we've gotten all the items out of 4, you just gotta go back for a Triforce, so that makes 4 a significantly lower priority. And that makes level 1 really good if you have keys, and hey, look, there's a heart container with a candle in it underneath a burn spot.
Eastern Spot Candle Road, that one. And MagicFriends is fluent in bombs again.
Excellent. And a free triangle. MagicFriends is going to elect not to pick it up just yet. Wants to see if they can get an item out here. Well, that's a fiver.
And nothing wrong with picking up that nickel. Level 7 northeast of 1Q1.
Okay, we can still potentially be in shapes with that 7 start. Or not shapes. First quest 7 through 9. But no, this is really interesting now. Czar is not even going to bother to check 7, knowing that it's not second quest 7. There's just no reason to check it right now. It's way too big. And MagicFriends is going to leave level 6. At least, presumably going to leave level 6 for now. Comes over here, sees the wood arrows, buys the wood arrows. Can now use their bow and arrow. We'll see if they go back to 6 here or if they continue to just leave.
Looks like some Genie farm and, well, 2 rupees for it. Not terrible, I want to say.
Looks like MagicFriends wants nothing to do with 6 right now. Can't say I blame him.
Wizard at 3 hearts. Nah, I'm good.
It is 2 items, but it's also reasonably big. MagicFriends once again out of money. Czardia is sitting on 139 rupees.
What does the connector hold for us today?
A bait shop.
That's some expensive bait.
Hey, you only might need 2 of them. Actually, no, you only need 1 because there's no second quest 3.
But with shapes, couldn't the amount of baits needed vary?
No. So you have to have second quest 1 through 6 to have 2 bait blocks, because if you have second quest back half, you just get your B block an 8. If you have first or shapes run half, it can shuffle into any dungeon, but you'll only ever get one. Until Fred creates an add bait box flag.
Here I was thinking there already was one.
No, there's an add money or life rooms flag, but there's not an add bait box flag. MagicFriends gets a candle. So we haven't really seen any of the levels that we really want to see yet. We haven't seen 5, which generally has a lot of keys. We haven't seen 4, or no, we have seen 4. We haven't seen 1, which has 3 items.
I don't believe we've seen 9 either.
We have seen 9. I want to say it was in the northeast-ish.
Well, there's a sword. We're probably not going to find it. Or at least pick it up.
I mean, unless the game just starts throwing parts at the runners, I don't see them going for it, because you don't need it for anything but bosses and potentially cannon.
MagicFriends looking to clip it in the northwest corner, manages to do so.
This is a little bit unfortunate for MagicFriends not having that power bracelet. Isn't going to be able to see if this spot is a thing. It's probably nothing, but everything is nothing until it's required. Oh, hey, look. There's a free candle. He's already got a candle. This is amazing. That is perfect. The dings are perfectly timed for when I hit push to talk.
Yeah, well, I was about to say that things are perfectly timed for when our runners seem to be picking up heart containers or anything important.
We're going to see a forced bomb from Czardia. MagicFriends will likely want to set one up too. So we're kind of in this weird spot where there don't seem to be a whole lot of dungeons.
Collect bomb pickup for MagicFriends as his exploration of Western Debt Mountain is going to continue. And, well, not much there.
MagicFriends is out of Death Mountain, but now with this candle can go explore the burn spots.
And that door repair seems to be exploring MagicFriends' wallet.
So based on what we've seen of this overworld, which is actually quite a bit of it, I'm really starting to think that either our Coast Raft spot is going to end up required, or level 8 has a block item and there's just a bunch of blocks. Now, it could also be levels 2 or 7, which nobody wants to go dig. That's why 8 is the preferred option for it.
Well, then you've got the Southern Coast, and the first spot doesn't bomb at all.
Remember, we've also found 6, but 6 was dipped on by MagicFriends after getting the Triforce out of it. Another forced bomb for Czardia.
Czardia is staying pretty healthy as far as rupees go.
Yeah, this is a lot of money for a 50 large secret seed.
Anything over 100 tends to be a lot for a 50 large secret seed, yes. Words, they can be difficult.
And we likely have vanilla any roads. Czardia almost had enough money to buy a blue ring.
Not sure I'd go for it, though. 5 hearts already, 18 minutes in?
I'd consider it just for some annoying boss rooms or BMOS rooms with really bad enemies.
Or, random Lionel Snipes.
Yep.
Sounds like a solid strategy there.
Or everyone's favorite, the FU beam when you pop out of the stair.
Oh yeah, of course we've got wizards and dungeons. Those will happen.
Level 6 for Czardia. We'll see if they elect to take it a little bit further than MagicFriends did. Both runners now know for certain it is Shape's front half. Now we could have second quest push blocks here. There's the compass for Czardia. Looks like Czardia is going to go for a little bit of a pirouette.
Can't say I blame him, since exploration in the 6 seems fairly restricted.
No keys. It's going to make exploration a little bit... Oh, the blue wizards dropped the bombs.
That's just all kinds of fun for the whole family right there.
Now, MagicFriends did not try to bomb north in this room. And this 6 isn't too terribly big, all things considered. Both runners up to 5 hearts now. They might go pick up that white sword heart.
That's a 50-50 shot and no dice at 6.
It's always fun when the white sword heart is 6, because it's like, really? Can I pick up the heart so I can pick up the heart?
I guess it really is a point of gotta have heart.
Yes. Well, we haven't seen a, like, all hearts level. Oh!
Oh, Czardia gets punched in the face with a high roll driver.
Back to start you go. We'll see if Czardia continues to take 6. Given how much of the overworld they've seen, I wouldn't really be surprised if they did, actually. Although they don't have Death almost done yet. And level 5 found for MagicFriends.
Eastern Lost Hills paying off tonight.
Gets an immediate key for his efforts. And Darknuts.
This is when you just think Randomizer giving you a ladder right then and there. How about that?
Okay. Okay. We did have a heart on the coast, but more importantly, that stops ladder blocks in dungeons. Any room like this with a standing drop, I don't think can have a stair.
Unless you've got remove most open stairs. That's.
I think even then it has to be in the corner.
Or something different. I mean, I've seen a few rooms with drops around the outside edge of the screen.
So he's going to pick up a Triforce here. We'll see if they elect to go back in. We do have a set of transport stairs to get to those 2 rooms on the left side. MagicFriends is going to continue to dig 5. Czardia is going to leave 6. Gonna really have to consider this now. Elects not to buy wood arrows at this time.
Doesn't know the bows in 4. I can't say I blame him there.
Stairs for MagicFriends.
It's just a transport. You can't have nice things here in Z1R sometimes.
Items don't exist. That's the first rule of Z1R. Oh, and here's the item.
Potentially, anyway.
No, it has to be. There's no additional staircase because it's not segmented. Ooh, look at the arrows coming in handy. What is our item in level 5? We've already had a ladder. We are also going to get a recorder.
This 5 is packed with goodies.
And honestly, if Power Bracelet's not required, which there's only one spot left that could have something under it, that's basically a go mode buying the silvers for MagicFriends. And honestly, MagicFriends may be considering a dig it too, just because of the fact that it's 2 floor items that can be relatively quick.
MagicFriends now with a 4-3 Triforce lead, pick up in 5.
But Czardia did go ahead and buy some potions, so that'll keep him alive a little bit longer. And Zara finds level 3. As MagicFriends goes back to... Oh, MagicFriends finds 9.
Right next to 5. Got it.
I heard that yesterday, but I forgot what it was already. I think it's Final Fantasy IV.
Let's see if chat can get this one.
Also, it looks like it's Unbeaten Dungeons, but the old locations. MagicFriends is going to pick up this heart and presumably go to the ladder spot as well. So you find bunnies. Oh, God.
Draft spot says what?
Money.
I say firewood.
So the raft is not going to block anything. The recorder probably is. Vanilla 1 is just money. Triforce in level 3 already has it, but it's going to pick this up anyway. Level 7 for MagicFriends. Ooh, he's going to elect to dig it a little bit.
Oh, let's see how this goes.
Let's see. Oh, spends a key to find out its first quest 7 through 9. Especially when you could have gotten around that key door by pirouetting.
Yeah, that you find out it's first quest 7. It's just instant disdain. You just want to run.
That's what MagicFriends is going to do. Take the knowledge that it's first quest 7 and be happy with it. Czar, I don't think has a sword, so he's going to try to bomb out these to Darknuts. MagicFriends gets another heart.
They start with the same letter. I'll give you that one.
Czardia has used a potion to get the sword back. But MagicFriends is in a bit of a commanding position right now. Not necessarily from the Triforce count, but from the item count.
Yeah, you've got the bow, you've got white sword.
He does know he'll have to go back to 2 at some point, but he's probably going to try to do that on the way whenever he gets back to that area. Magic Boomerang on the floor in 3.
Not sure how exciting. That's probably the least exciting thing you could find on the floor.
MagicFriends gets whirlwinded away. And then the stairs of level 3 is going to be a Hercutear.
At least you can go pick up another heart in the corner now.
Yep. And right back to the Vanilla 4 spot, which has not been checked. Raft is not required. Now, I'm not quite sure what Czardia is still looking for at this point. Maybe some extra keys.
I mean, you've got 4 rooms left practically in this level, and I think that was a key right there.
Yeah, but this is the tea room. You're gonna have to go around.
Oh boy.
But that's a lot. Oh, that's not the right bush. Level 8 for MagicFriends. This is a good find. Needs the Triforce out of here. There's a Power Bracelet in here, although he has to go to the left from start to get to it. But Power Bracelet's very unlikely to be... Oh, wait, no. Was this it? Oh, it was just in here. Okay. Never mind. I misread the map. You still have the 3 checks. One of the checks has not been done yet, which is the Lost Hills one. I'm not quite sure what Czardia is looking for. He's seen the stair item and the floor item.
Probably just wants to knock out Aquaman just in case he's got a key. Doesn't even have that.
Now Czardia is going to leave. Double fivers. Let's go. Leaves him on the floor.
Well, you've got bow and arrow. That thing ain't gonna stand in your way for long.
Imagine if this is where the floor drop at 8 is. And it's silvers.
I don't know whether I'd be sad or happy about that.
So Gum's hitbox is skewed to the left half of the main body. Specifically the left half of the main body. So he's going to refill on potion. MagicFriends will get the Skoma down and gets nothing for it.
Well, at least you have the knowledge it's 1Q8, so you know exactly where to go from here.
Like this room, which has bunnies. Also, we definitely have at least ±2 boss HP.
That can get interesting.
And makes the light sword more valuable.
True. Well, at least we don't have the trifecta of 0 HPs.
But don't you like Fragile Percent with its 0 HP, everything including you? Hey, there's a red candle at 8. You needed a candle to get that. Czardia now finds level 2. And contrary to popular belief, this is not a 2Q2. Key for MagicFriends.
Quick reminder for everyone watching, this is a best of 3, and this is the Lion Division, named as such for the fact that the name for the level 8 1Q8 dungeon is the Lion. It's also named as such because of the fact that it's led by the number 8 seed. That number 8 seed is Ice Blue, and speaking of level 8, MagicFriends with the Triforce in a 5-3 lead.
And MagicFriends will leave with just a Power Bracelet and red candle is found.
I can't exactly argue with this. I mean, you've got Triforce in 6, 7, and 8. You've got your bow. You don't have knowledge of silvers right now, but you've got your recorder. You've got your Power Bracelet. You've got your ladder. You know the raft is firewood. And you don't know how much info your opponent has. For all you know, Czardia has every single one of them.
Right. Floor found on the heart for level 2. Level 2 is segmented. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and ladder clip to get this door opened. It won't open. MagicFriends is being very careful to not lose his sword at this stage, as it would be kind of difficult to get it back. And it's interesting that he elected to do the candle boost instead of just walk on the ladder.
That's the same thing there. Oh, another coma.
The only difference is one of them takes a half a heart, the other one doesn't. So we see a map of 2. MagicFriends now knows that this is a split level 4. It is not a 2Q4.
And the game is set to be friendly to MagicFriends. Wow. That's, somebody badly split a coconut.
I think this looks like the head of somebody wearing a baseball cap with a cloud above him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, level 2 is one of those like double-handed grabby things with just a little piece broken off at the bottom.
Either that or it could be just a dog jumping over some kind of reverse obstacle or what have you.
There's the Triforce 4 over in the little corner. Have we seen the second item in 2 yet?
I believe we have.
So now we saw the heart. I don't recall seeing the other item. Unless it was double heart.
I couldn't tell you. Czardia does pick up a Triforce in 2, and MagicFriends deciding to head in. And wow, that's certainly a position for MagicFriends.
Yeah.
Last 2 remaining Triforces are 1 and 2.
But 1 still is MIA. Now, I do think that if you find 1, you clear all the items in 1, and then you just go to 9.
I have to agree with you on that one. Are into the all-important level 4. This was critical to MagicFriends' lead.
Yes, Czardia needs to get the bow out of here. Can skip the white sword. It will make bosses a little bit more annoying, but not impossible. And 1 is extremely it's extremely likely to be fluke blocked, but if this game really wants to troll us, you know where it'll put it?
Bokeh arrow or something like that?
Ladder spot along the river.
Of course, the river ladder spot. Everybody's favorite spot.
Yes. I don't think either runner would necessarily be too upset to see an any key. Even though they have 5 keys, the any key does have its benefits. Just letting you ignore the key doors.
I don't know. Give me an any key before 9, I'll be happy.
You got a bow. Now, MagicFriends is taking a little bit more time. I forget exactly what the second heart was. It could be down here. But it's going to come out of this level with a bunch of keys. There's the second heart. It's kind of interesting that both runners now are going to be in largely the same position. Just the big difference being the level 5 dig so far. By the way, you cannot clip that block from that side unless you do the reverse clip like that. Now, Zara may miss the white sword, but again, that's not the biggest deal because it is just for bosses and potentially Ganon. Gonna check the 1 room for a key. And Czardia's gonna probably go to the fairy fountain at this point.
Having just lost his sword, I believe you're right.
And that is the Tringle Tringle.
All that's left is level 1. 7 down.
7 Triforces in under 40 minutes is not bad. It really, even considering that it's 0 HP, that's still a pretty good pace.
Considering it's level 1 that's left, yeah, you've gotta love MagicFriends' position here, but Czardia ain't that far behind.
And realistically, even though level 1 is your last Triforce, you're gonna dig it. Level 3 found for MagicFriends. Now, this is kind of interesting. MagicFriends is going to elect not to dig 3. We know that's the correct play. But MagicFriends is going to make a little bit of a gamble on that. I don't think it's a terrible gamble to make, honestly. Your start is... Where did they start? Somewhere stupid?
I completely forget. My goodness.
Presumably, it's not too terribly bad to get back to. Czardia is leaving for, again, without a Triforce. Coming down over to the spot. It's going to elect to get door repaired. Well, not elect. They're going to get forcibly door repaired.
I mean... Let's be fair here. When would you elect to lose money?
When you buy a big shield. Not saying the big shield does not have its uses. The big shield is certainly useful in some situations. It's more situational than the blue ring, but it is actually better than the blue ring in the situations where it's very useful.
True. The big shield allows you to not die if you use it correctly.
Correct. That's the thing. Outside of changing your screen scroll visual cues, it's really not a bad item. It's just usually not worth the amount of money you have to pay for it. That's the main issue with it.
Yeah, there's Czardia's large secret, and he's probably just shaking his head at this point.
Might be considering a blue ring purchase. MagicFriends finds a blue ring shop in the recorder spot. Czardia back to level 8. So if you're on Team Czardia, you want this third item to be one of the following 3 things. You want it to be the silver arrows, because MagicFriends will not be coming back here for a very long time. Hey, it's a boomstick seed.
Boomstick was well hidden.
Now a wand in level 8 is pretty good for Czardia, because boomstick is an option. You'd like to see a red ring so that combat is even easier in level 9, or a magic key so that on the event that MagicFriends gets very heavily key starved in 9.
It's a 1Q9 though.
Yes. And I forget how many locked doors it has. I think it has 15 locked doors or something like that.
Is it actually set number?
In vanilla, it's a set number. I don't know if I think Door Rando can change it by plus minus some small amount. Except in the case of 5 and 7. Except in TQ Dungeons, Door Rando technically can change it from 0 bomb walls to 1 bomb wall, but it's very rare. But shuffling the doors does change it by very little. But I think in vanilla it's 15 locked doors and 13 bomb walls or something like that. Those two might be reversed, but you can get keys in 9 to where as long as you enter 9 with a couple of keys, you're probably fine. I forget the exact number you need to go into 9 with.
Oh, that's a fun thing to find at the last fork in level 8.
A Patra and a Beamos room. Czardia got it stuck small, so that's really good. I just has to take out the main Patra head. I would strongly consider potioning. Yep, he's going to potion. Good, good. You have the money to buy another one. You're fine.
He's got a full wallet.
He's got the money to buy another one. And it did save him from dying, so it was very much valuable. I'm going to elect to bomb this north wall before picking up the bomb pack. And third item at 8. Alright, so again, if you're on Team Czardia, you want this to be silver arrows first and foremost. Barring that, magic key or wand would be good. Rendering would be very useful. Everything else would be kind of meh. Okay. Okay.
Czardia still doesn't know the true value of this wand.
Not yet. They do need to get back to 5 to find that bookshop. I'm starting to think it's ladder blocked for level 1. Or it's that one Lost Hills push block that hasn't been checked yet.
Bogey arrow?
Not Bogey Arrow, the vanilla
the
CQ4 spot.
Right.
The arrow has been checked at this point.
The river ladder spots looming pretty large right now. You're right. You're absolutely right. Also,
Thankfully, MagicFriends' routing is going to take him right to those spots, so that's really nice. And this is one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked in these randomizers is your overworld routing matters a lot. But going to whistle to 1, this might actually be faster to get there. That's just going to take him back to 1. Czardia picks up the wood arrows. Not a bad call, honestly. You don't know if it's a boomstick seed, and you don't know if a golem is going to block your path.
I believe they have.
MagicFriends on the way to the river. As long as they remember that these spots can open. That's probably the right spot. It might have been one to the left. That's definitely the right spot.
Right.
But it's not level 1.
MagicFriends had the right spot on both bombs.
Okay. I was just bombed the two. I was just put it halfway between the 2 tiles, and it usually works. That's why I never remember if it's the 3rd or the 4th. I just stick it between the 2 and go.
It's 4 left, 5 right.
That's a terrible spot in Vanilla 2Q, by the way, because that's where your level 8 is.
Yeah, and as if the spot wasn't bad enough, then it's 2Q8.
But at least the floor isn't flooded when you walk in. Czardia back into level 4.
That's one way to look at it.
And then pushes. It's not level 1! Okay, so what haven't we seen? I'm thinking.
I think there's a few more recorder spots we haven't checked. Like the one near start, if I'm not mistaken.
We've seen the one near start. We haven't seen the desert.
Oh, the desert, of course. Everybody's favorite trio of checks.
Quick, we need a horse with no name.
Oh, boy. I did not expect that reference to pop up at this time.
Sorry, it wasn't mathematical enough. Speaking of math, let's do some math. So we have 3 items in 1. All of them can be silvers. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main items plus a bunch of hearts. I don't know how many hearts offhand. But the odds seem pretty good. The odds seem pretty stacked against 9 having silvers right now, factoring that there's 3 items in 1 that are unseen. But we're missing an item in 6, the item in 7. We've seen both in 3. We've seen both in 2. We're actually missing both in 7.
Czardia has picked up the Triforce in 4. Trail 7 to 6 as MagicFriends does find level 1 and the only one of the 3 checks that had a spot. Western Desert.
This does mean Czardia will have to get to 5 in order to find 1. Oh my goodness, game. Come on, man. Come on, what is that? What is that?
That's too kind, game. Come on. Give our runners a bit of a challenge.
I did the try.
Right.
I want to mulligan on this level 1.
Yeah.
This was too easy for this being this hard to find.
I guess the seed wanted to be friendly.
I guess.
That makes both of us pretty sad. Oh, goodness. Come on.
Alright, so next of the game is going to literally put Ganon north of start at 9, and then Zelda's going to be right north of that. And we'll just somehow have a sub 50.
Yeah, right? Out of nowhere. scratch the sub-hour, sub-50. Because why not?
Into level 9, we're listening for the Roar of Ganon. We're looking for shutter doors that don't open. Presumably south side shutter doors. Because of the whole Ganon Zelda shuffle flag.
Well, he's not he's not in the lobby. At least there's that.
And for what it's worth, the reason we're specifically looking for, I guess, north side shutter doors is that Ganon and Zelda are slightly more likely to be in their own rooms. In fact, I believe it's just over 50% chance that they're in their own rooms, and we haven't seen either of their rooms yet.
Oh, well, so
Yes?
we have a call of bacon.
They would call it bacon. Oh, there it is, yeah. Look at that. Light sword for Czardia. So now MagicFriends has to figure out how to get over to where bacon is. Which bacon can be in one of two rooms right now. Good, ducking out of the door to avoid the red wizard beam.
Still on green tunic. That's going to make this fight fairly hazardous.
Czardia definitely seems to be committed to looking for keys at this point. And here's Ganon!
50 minutes, 26 seconds for our first Ganon sighting of the day on MagicFriends' side.
Not 0 HP, meaning that white sword is very useful.
Hey, after that level 1, I'm going to be happy with whatever the seed's going to throw at us for this level.
You know, even though that was an accidental potion use, I don't think it's actually bad to do there, because you don't have a ring, and you still need to find Zelda.
Yeah, I like the potion use. I'm not sure if it was accidental, but I like it.
Oh, what a good clock usage there for Czardia to get those 2 wizards. But still looking for keys and, I guess, bombs now. So MagicFriends is looking for the princess. We'll likely mark... Okay, there's a stair here, but not check it just yet. And there she is! Everyone, please get your GGs in the chat for MagicFriends, finishing with an official time of 51 minutes and 35 seconds. A very quick finish.
One of the fastest in the tournament. MagicFriends will take the 1-0 series lead over SAR in this best of 3. Joining us in the booth, our race winner here tonight, MagicFriends, GG, and congratulations on the 1-0 lead.
Thanks, friends.
So, 0 HP enemies, start with a boomerang, and level 1 was incredibly free once you found it.
Yeah, I'm glad that the silvers were right there, because I felt like the more that I was digging, the more I was really worried that level 1 was the open cave right next to the fairy fountain in the middle of the map, but I just had never had a way to route back to it. And then I was just ready when I walked in there, like, if I walked in here and it's like silvers or red ring, even, I haven't any deaths or anything, but I hope it's not. If this wasn't a free one that I just spent 15 minutes to find, and thankfully it was under, like, the whistle spot instead, so it's like, yep, you had to get the recorder, you had to dig out level 5,
Yeah.
and you had to go into, like, past the Triforce in 5 to get the recorder.
Especially when it gave you the ladder, so you might be thinking, okay, well, I got a ladder, I'll just leave and come back.
Yeah, the item drops were very friendly in these dungeons. Like, 4 just is like, here's a light sword, and then 8 was like, here's 2 items, like, right in the front, and then, like you said, ladder in 5, but you had to go past the ladder.
Czardia is making their way towards finding level 5. They have not found it as of yet. They did have the power bracelet earlier, but it ended up being a whole lot of bumpkus, as they say.
I'm at the point where I'm just assuming that the power bracelet spots are warp zones, and I mean, I pick it up as soon as I see the power breeze. Of course, I'm not leaving it, but until I see a warp zone in one of my other checks, I'm assuming it's a warp zone, because if it is, it's 4 checks I don't have to do, and the chances of like me not finding a warp somewhere in the overworld while digging it out are so slim.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a very reasonable assumption to make, especially when you get to the point where you were at when you found it. Like, okay, I've seen like 90-something% of this overworld. I have to assume they're in the normal spots.
So how long were the people on comms confused on whether or not this was second quest or shapes?
It was until I was confused until you picked up the map in 6.
Same. Okay. I picked up the map in 6. I walked in 6 and I'm like, I don't think 6 can go to the right here. And then like the next room was a map. I'm like, that's not a 6. And then it immediately made me think, oh, that's why because there was a ton of bomb holes in 4, and I know that they can spawn because of like different things. Oh, there's a ladder. Sorry, I just found the ladder. So I know that the bomb holes can spawn in 4 if like the logic requires it. But I was like, man, that's like a 4th bomb hole, but this still looks like a 4 to me. And then it's like, nope, not even close.
Look, every level is second quest 4, especially when you have hidden dungeon numbers on. You just assume it's 2Q4. Because 2Q4 takes up the entire center of the map.
The first time I played with hidden dungeon numbers, I didn't know that level 4 could have 3 items if it was second quest. And so I spent 2.5 hours on my seed to quit, and then in chat they're like, it was in 4. I'm like, I have 2 items in 4. They're like, there are 3 items in 4.
The good old 2Q4 nonsense. And yet, somehow vanilla is even worse because you have to walk past the Triforce in vanilla, which you've never had to do and never had to do since.
Yeah, that's right. You have to like go. There's like a hidden door in the back of the Triforce room.
Yeah, and back there is your raft. And you'll never know what's there until you get just horrendously stuck and you're like, wait, I have 2 rooms I haven't looked at yet in 4. Or however many rooms it is. And then for added measure, if you go to the left in that room, you get taken to, back to, like, somewhere random in the dungeon, and you have to go all the way back around.
Yeah, there's like a one-way that puts you into, like, some random room where you have to go take a whole lap, right?
Yep. Because you can't go back.
Oh, so... Okay, so Czardia did find the recorder, but they never found the raft, the ladder in here? That's why they had to come back?
No, they just now found level 5 for the first time.
Oh, did he already get the recorder too?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I haven't been feeling... I've been feeling kind of weird, so like, I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, oh, somebody has the recorder. It's me, dummy.
Well, you absolutely put on a great performance tonight, getting a sub-hour and going up 1-0 in the series. Is there anything that you're kind of hoping or not hoping to see chosen as the remorse flag? Unless you don't want to say because you don't want to give ideas. Totally understand that too.
I think the thing I like the least is having, like, you can set the, like, different styles of dungeons, right? So, like, shapes or first or second or whatnot. And I hope we don't switch to all shapes, because I tend to use a lot of resources in all shapes, like checking all the bomb holes before I really need to. I still haven't quite figured out, like, how do you travel in a shapes dungeon when you don't know where everything's supposed to be? Like, I just end up bombing walls that I don't need to, so.
One of the tips that is often given as far as learning shapes is that the shapes algorithm likes to center the maps as best as it can. So if you try to like make your way towards the center of the map, you're more likely to find bomb walls and whatnot compared to if you're going towards the outside edges. Not always, but usually that's the case.
Huh, I hadn't heard of that, but that does make a lot of sense and kind of clears up a lot of stuff.
Czardia now with the recorder in level 5, right next to the Triforce.
Alright guys, I am going to be casting the race later tonight. I want to say it's Moonrisen's race, so I'm going to take off, but thanks for the GGs, and good luck to Czardia, and tell him GG for me when he gets done.
Well, GG's to you, Magic Friends. Best of luck going forward, and please enjoy doing the commentary in the race coming up. Czardia is now checking the desert spots. This will lead them to level 1 pretty quickly, and then 9 wasn't too terribly bad this scene.
That's right, but Czardia, finding the silvers right in your face in the first room, that's gonna get I don't know how I'd feel in that position.
Casting with you in 2 hours, Moonrisen. So, alright, I'll see you in 2 hours, Moonrisen.
That is correct. I will see you in the boot in, right, 2 hours or so. Triforce in 1 for Czardia. That will send him straight with a ticket to 9.
Yep. And Czardia probably will finish within the next, I don't know, 2 minutes or so? Because 9 really wasn't that bad. It kind of helped you along to the path to Ganon. But, as we all know, the one wrong turn in Albuquerque will extend your 9 by 10 minutes.
That's right. And a question in chat also, why does the bomb wall open when leaving the dungeon?
Why does the bomb wall open when leaving? Well, there is a thing that we call the pirouette. Basically, the game stores what direction you came into the overworld screen from, and when you walk into a dungeon from said overworld screen, it keeps track of that entry direction. So you end up with this case where, I'm aware I'm explaining it poorly. Basically, because the game has to keep track of how you walk onto an overworld screen when you enter a dungeon, it assumes you entered the dungeon screen from that same direction and has to open any door that exists on that wall, if there is one, when you enter the screen in order for it to consider you as having correctly entered. And if there's no door, then it just assumes you walk through a wall. Ooh, that's a theme.
That's a another Hyrule driver. At least Czardia has a potion, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's still got a blue left. Or I think they've still got a blue left. But they will find Ganon here. So, reading the question from chat. So, if the spot was on the left, you have to enter the stair on overworld from the left to open the wall on the left side. That is... you don't have to enter the stair from the left. You have to enter the screen from the left. So it's what direction you enter the screen, not what direction you enter the physical tile that takes you into the dungeon. Looks like Czardia did not have a potion. Is going to elect you up A to get some potions.
Yeah, he's got a full wallet.
Yeah.
Should
Might actually just buy a potion refill and then buy a red. Given I don't think there's much they're going to spend money on at this point.
And before I forget, I do need to thank 2% Chunkus from chat for tracking for us tonight. And not a potion pickup, but a blue ring pickup for Czardia.
Czardia is now going to go to the fairy fountain, get a heal. So, the blue ring versus the potion is a little bit interesting. I don't think either is the wrong choice. Now, Czardia does not have the location of Zelda, but needs to go Ganon anyway, so it doesn't really matter, if that makes sense.
5 rupees left. You only need 1 to kill Ganon. You're fine.
Just don't miss more than 4 times. Or don't miss 4 times, problem solved. I say that jokingly, but it is actually very possible to miss the last hit on Ganon if you're not in the right spot, and you'll think you hit him, but you didn't.
Yep, I will admit I have done that mistake. Just the once. You only make it once. And you find out what happens if you actually miss.
Yes, you do the pirouette to force the door open, and it saves you the resource of having to spend the key or the bomb, which can be very helpful in key and bomb-starved seeds, especially key-starved seeds. It's a really good pattern for that first hit. Does walk into Ganon. Like a bit of a stun lock. Holds the stun lock too, and does not miss the Ganon flip. It's off to find Zelda.
Czardia's got bacon, and all that's left is to find Zelda's door, and she's gonna be smelling the bacon, so she just opens the door and is ready for breakfast.
You know, bacon is an amazing topping, but I'm not the biggest fan of it by itself.
Entirely fair, I mean...
It's like certain types of cheese. It's better on things than on its own.
Yeah, that one I can definitely agree on.
Gonna see the landmills. Gonna skip the landmills. Instead, gonna move to the north, and this will see the corridor stair with the door that opens for free. Everyone, please get your GGs in the chat for Czardia coming in second place with an official time of 1:07:40.
Still a very solid time for a seed like this.
Yeah, really good performance by both runners tonight, and a great way to start off today's racing.
Oh, couldn't have said it better myself.
We are joined by Czardia. GG's, sir. Man. Sorry.
No problem.
Autopiloted.
I'm guessing somebody found level 5 a lot sooner than I did.
So, yes. But level 1 was also their last location because level 1 was kind of in a weird spot based on where that level 5 was.
Dang recorder got me again. It's the second time in the tournament.
I mean, you could put more Olive Gardens in the sea, but I'm not quite sure how much that would help. But outside of that, you actually performed quite well. You were the first runner to get the power bracelet. You had been doing some overworld checking. One of the other differences was that you seem to be very focused on looking in dungeons after you'd found both items in the Triforce for keys.
Right. I wanted to build up my key count. Once I got it to where I wanted, I was kind of worried about heart shuffle and silvers, and they were right there in level 1, right up the straight and narrow path.
Yeah, for how difficult that level 1 was to find, it was too easy.
It was easy breezy. I knew I was behind as soon as I found one, pretty much last location.
So you are currently down 0-1 on the best of 3, but not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, and you get to pick a remorse flag.
That's right, I have to start thinking about which one I want to pick. It seems to be the more difficult the seed, the more it kind of favors my playstyle.
Also, the obligatory question, were you convinced that 1 through 6 were second quest until you got the map in 6?
I was not. I kind of had a feeling that it could be shapes, and then I discovered that was the case. I knew that 8 was right away, based upon the layout that I found in there. Was key locked out 8, so I didn't get back there till late. Did a lot of overworld.
And for what it's worth, this was a boomstick suit, but the boomstick portion was recorder blocked.
That was also recorder blocked. Interesting.
Yes, although when the game gives you second quest money and a 50 large secret, it really doesn't incentivize you to purchase much of anything, but you sat at money cap for a good long while.
I did. I was sitting on that in case I did find Ganon and wanted to get that blue ring, which I did. Spent quite a bit of money to seed anyway. I think I burned through 2 sets of potions. Red bubbles.
2 sets of potions, you bought arrows, you did not buy a candle.
I found the free candle, and then later I found the red candle. So that was, for a poverty seed, there were a lot of rupees.
Yeah, I think it speaks a testament to being able to force fibers.
Indeed. I had to do a few bomb forces up there in Death Mountain. Death Mountain was pretty much bare. I didn't find much of anything there.
And for both of y'all, you both were doing very good about forcing your bombs, managing your bomb counts, managing your rupee counts, your key counts. So y'all's resource management was excellent this time.
It has to be. Everyone's a competitor in this tournament. Anyone can win any race, go any which way. If you don't have a lot of resources, then you've really got to incentivize conserving them.
So I think I will pass it over to Moonways and Phoenix at this point, if he has any questions. Elsewise, there is a lot of Zelda 1 randomizer action going on currently and or in the very near future.
Absolutely, Czar. So you're saying more difficult seeds suit your playstyle, so any seed in particular you're looking at to challenge MagicFriends in the next race?
I'll probably be looking at second quest. Second quest dungeons tend to favor my playstyle. Second quest overworld tends to favor my playstyle. Although this time it really didn't because of that recorder block. But with 0 HP enemies, it was in and out of dungeons as fast as you can be.
It's quite true. That's going to turn into the challenge quite a bit. But still, magnificent race. I mean, an hour 7 is nothing to sneeze at.
And Nora's 51 minutes. MagicFriends smoked me pretty good this race. I'll have to play better next time.
Still, it's a best of 3, and you're just 0-1. Win the next one, and it's off to a deciding game 3.
Everyone wants to see the game 3, so that's what I'm going to try and push for. Thank you to the crew for coming out and doing our race today. Thank you to the entire community. It's been a pleasure in this tournament so far, and I'm looking forward to competing in the next match.
Thank you for putting on a great show, Czardia. GG's, and we'll see you in the next round, or in the next race, rather. Next round. We'll see about that.
Possibly Thursday. I still have to coordinate with MagicFriends a bit, but should be around this time on Thursday.
Sounds good. Have a great night, Czardia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all.
So it's time to wind down for this race. Also, anything else before we pass it over to the next race?
So I went ahead and looked at the schedule, and I think we may still have the other 7 p.m. race going. I don't know where that's at because, well, we're here and they're there. We had a race start up at 8 o'clock, and we have coming up here in 15-ish minutes an 8:30 race that is part of a doubleheader with the other 7 p.m. race that was going. So that may be going on. That may be a little bit delayed based on how that first seed goes.
Absolutely. Paratrooper and Elendar underway in the Lizard division, while Fryteat and TAH are playing currently in the Snake division. Later tonight at 10 p.m., right here on SpeedGaming 3, from the Demon division, quarterfinal there features Sean and Malkier. And with that, once again, I want to thank 2% Chungus for tracking for us. Much appreciated. Trackers are the MVPs. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. Also, thank you for commentating with me. Always a pleasure working with you.
And thank you, Mooners and Phoenix, for taking the time out of your night to come here and commentate this race with me.
Always a pleasure, man. And thank you to the Speed Gaming Network for allowing us to restream the matches on their channels. And finally, last but definitely not least, thank you all to all the viewers, rather, for sticking around and encouraging our runners. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So with that, that's about it for me, Alsoa. I'll leave the final words to you.
Oh, I just want to once again say thank you to everyone for coming out, and please enjoy all of the remaining Zelda 1 randomizer action tonight. We also have a lot coming up tomorrow, so do stick around.
Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. We will see you next time.